Truth be told, when I accepted this job as student manager of the Furman farm, I didn't know the first thing about gardening. My name is Luke Amick. I'm a rising senior here at Furman, pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy of all things. I think I failed high school chemistry with a 54 average, and this summer I attempted to manage a vegetable garden. At a first glance, the Furman farm is pretty easy to take for granted. I mean, it's only a quarter acre, and it used to be nothing but tennis courts. A couple years ago, a genius of a man by the name of Bruce Adams somehow managed to turn clay into a fully functioning organic garden with probably around 45 to 50 rows of a wide array of vegetables. Ignorant doesn't even begin to describe my lack of knowledge when it came to growing food. As far as I was concerned, you just threw seed into the ground, did a little rain dance, and hoped for the best. In a nutshell, the Furman farm is an organic garden which serves as an educational opportunity for students and a business enterprise for the university. Being organic means we put a little extra love and care into the food that we raise, and that love manifests itself every time we water the plants with compost tea, or we weed around the plants, or we spray them with pepper spray, which serves as an organic pesticide. And other times that love manifests in some more off-kilter ways. Our primary source of income is the Furman dining hall. Each day we harvest bushels worth of any given product, i.e. tomatoes or squash, which is then packaged and sold. Waste from the dining hall is taken to a location about a 2-minute drive off campus and turned into fresh organic compost, which will be used to grow more food. That food will then be sold to the dining hall, which will come back to us as more compost, which will be put back into the garden to grow more food, and so on and so forth. It's essentially this big, beautiful, and dare I say, sustainable cycle. Our secondary method of selling our produce is what's known as a CSA. A CSA is an acronym in the farming world that stands for Community Supported Agriculture. The idea behind a CSA is a member of a community donates X amount of dollars to a local farm or a local garden. By donating this money, they become a partial owner or a shareholder in the garden or in the farm. And the idea is, as a partial owner, some of that produce belongs to you. So usually once a week, a CSA shareholder will stop by the farm that they donate to, and they'll pick up a box of goodies. And this box will serve as a survey of what's available in the garden. I came into this thing just looking for a summer job. I was trying to bank up some money before studying abroad in the fall. But what I got was a life-altering paradigm shift. I did mention that I was a philosophy major, so brace yourselves. I'm about to tangent in a more abstract and introspective direction. The day that Bruce offered me this job, I told him I was interested in the sort of education that you couldn't get out of a book. If slinging compost in 97-degree Fahrenheit heat has taught me anything, it's that nature's very sobering. As human beings, we're constantly aware that we're the apex predators. We're always chilling at the top of the food chain. And naturally, this sort of God complex comes out of that. We think that the environment is at our mercy. But when an entire row of food dies as a result of your neglect, you realize that the dynamic between us and the environment is nothing short of symbiotic. These plants are carbon and nitrogen-based organisms, just like us. They require water, just like us. They respond to stimulus, just like us. And perhaps most remarkably, they require care and attention in order to thrive, just like us. Our grasp of sustainability is more often than not superficial. To be sustainable is more than just being, a tree-hugging hippie with solar panels on their roof. To sustain is to cultivate. When I put love and care into my garden, that love and care is given back to me in the forms of nutrients that keep me alive. Just like the love and care we're all capable of giving one another will be given back to us in the form of a life that will always be worth living. Honestly, that's the sort of thing I only grasp through the sweat of my brow. So I guess on that front, the Furman farm was and will continue to be a success, both monetarily and, yeah, even philosophically.